been a while since I've had some openings to analyze. So with all of that boring stuff said, here we go. 5-0 blitz. Saying good luck. Here we go. 2041 opponent. And this could be quite some time before I set a new personal best on Blitz. Could take months, easily. Could take 6 months or longer. Okay, so we have, a classical Sicilian. Trying to remember what I like to do here. I'm rusty. I haven't been playing much chess lately. Okay, so I'm so rusty here, man. Knight dp5, no? Why am I so rusty? Whoa, I'm used to classical. I do have to speed up a little bit. But I don't know. I've played this opening a million times. I don't know why I'm hesitating here. Yeah, because isn't this just a transposition into the Sveshnikov now? Except there's no b5, so technically not. It's more like a Kalishnikov. Okay. So I could potentially win a pawn here, but I think often the computer doesn't like me to do so. So I'm actually going to play c3. Because this bishop is kind of misplaced here a little bit, and it's mainly that I remember usually the computer doesn't like taking the pawn on d6 because I'm not sure which way to take. Because okay, I have no time to talk. Well, let's bring the knight back because I think eventually we have to bring it back anyways. Then I'll probably just play bishop e2. Oh, okay, that looks good. Okay, let's just, well, and he might get a minority attack going at some point. I was thinking maybe a4. Oh, and then he's gonna kind of fianchetto in there. Okay, let's just go crazy here. Let's go h4. Let's make Simon Williams proud. Should we take there or should we push? Okay, let's push. My time is now ticking away. Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, if he's going to come back here, he can't push the f pawn, so I don't have to worry about f5 anymore. And maybe I have knight g4. Knight g4, bishop g5. Yeah, I'm down a minute though. On the clock. Okay, it's a move. It's a move. I just have to play quicker here. And let's just make some quick moves. Because this time's gonna sneak up quickly on me. What do I do with my king? Okay, I don't know. I just dropped a pawn. Well, I've got bishop e4 potentially. But then he can hit here. Okay, he wants to push in there. Okay, let's do this. I don't know. F5 is going to hurt a little bit. At least I'm defending the pawn now. E4 might hurt. I've got A4. Maybe I could castle. That's kind of dangerous. Maybe I'm going to castle, actually. Well, F5. No, F5 was... Oh, I don't know. I guess I'll keep my king in the center. And then A4. Okay, A4. I'm closing the gap on the clock, but this doesn't look good for me. I'm curious to look at the opening. I got... Somehow I forgot all my theory there, even though I played that a million times. So I'm guessing knight... No. Oh my God, my time. Yeah, I didn't see that discovery. I think that's game over. Oh, I thought I had him there. Somehow. I had a chance there. I think I missed something tactically. I think I was good there. Oh. Hey, that's something. Light squares for my king. He's trying to mate me. And he's getting close. Oh, what am I doing? I had a free pawn there. Woo! I flagged him, which is the new personal best. I don't feel good about that, but I don't feel guilty either, because earlier on when I was up with my queen attacking his king side, I could have invested more time there, but I didn't. Like, you know, he spent more time thinking. So, I mean, I do have 12 seconds extra on the clock, so I don't feel that bad. That's a new personal best. I'm surprised that I did set one on the first game back after 2.5 weeks on Blitz. My heart's pounding. Thank you, None Too Smart. Yeah, my hand is like, I'm a little shaky here. My heart was really racing at the end there. So yeah, 2106 is my new personal best on Blitz there. I wasn't expecting to win my first game back. That is surprising. So yeah, wow. I'm 2100 in 2 different time controls now at the same time. I actually think I might have been that before it was classical, but yeah, wow, 2106. First time I'm over 2100 on Blitz. I'm quite happy with that. I'm not that happy with how I played though the game, because first of all, I spent way too long in the opening. For some reason, I just couldn't recall. I couldn't recall theory. I got a little bit mixed up there. So I'm curious to revisit that, but I think it was some variation of, it was a type of Kalashnikov, and it'll be interesting if I was correct to not take on f6. We'll look at that after. But 2106, the graph hasn't updated yet, but that's pretty cool. So I'm now in the top 5.8% of Blitz players on Lichess. I'm still kind of like shaky a little bit. It was also because it was an exciting game. Like, it was not a boring game. It was it was not a slow game. That game had action the whole way through. So 2106, yeah, feels good. Wow. I really wasn't expecting to win that first game back. Okay, so let's look at the game. First without the engine, and then with the engine. Wow, it just feels weird to be like 2106 on Blitz. Okay, so yeah, we had so first of all, this just kind of surprised me, especially in Blitz. I don't really see people play this too often, just a classical Sicilian here. So I had to just remember my response. So just playing the richter-rauzer is what I'm trying to say. And then e5 threw me off too, because I think normally if people play the classical Sicilian, they don't play e5 because they don't transpose. I'm not even sure if I can't even remember if knight bd5 is my preferred move, because I'm wondering now if I just take on f6 and then play knight bd5. Because I think like e5 just seems wrong. Like unless he like g6 is a move here, I'm not sure. Because like knight bd5 here looks like he like has to waste a tempo. So I might have possibly messed up here, but I can't remember. Yeah, but it might have been better to just take, because now we've transposed into a. I think this is a Kalashnikov. It looks like a Sveshnikov, but there's no b5. b5 has to be put in place for it technically to be a Sveshnikov. And yeah, so he doesn't play b5. He plays bishop b6, which I think it's third main line here, if I remember correctly. And yeah, you can take here, but I recall that the computer doesn't like this so much, because we either give black double pawns or we can win the pawn on d6. But even like if he takes it to g-pawn, black still has f5 later on. And I think even if we take the pawn on d6, if he takes with the queen, rook a d8, and black is going to be developed quite quickly, and our pieces are very awkward. So I didn't take, and I just played c3. And I could be wrong with that, but that's what I remember. I was playing a little slowly here. I was pretty bold to play h4. I'm not sure if I would be brave enough to play that in a classical game. But Blitz game, I thought, okay, if he's gonna play g6, I'm gonna attack that. So that's what I did. Before I didn't play 93 because he could have fianchettoed and played f5. But now since he put the bishop back here, he doesn't have a lot of squares for his bishop. I guess, I mean, he did have bishop g5, but I don't remember playing b3. That's funny. Oh yeah, because I didn't want him. Okay, I didn't want him playing knight c4 later. And I figured it was okay if he takes a pawn, I have bishop e5, but then, or bishop e4. But then later I thought, oh, but then he has knight c6. Although I guess I have check, and the pawn might be worth it. That might be worth it there. That might be compensation, potentially. Things started to get messy around here. Yeah, this was, so I played a4 here. So a4 is probably a mistake. Do I have to play f4 here? Maybe f4? f4, e5? Well, that could be dangerous for him. Possibly f4 is the better move here. I'm not sure. Yeah, because, and then, yeah, this was, because once I allowed f4, and I guess here I had to take, I guess I had to take here. I didn't see the discovery. I was, yeah. So I was in big trouble here. Wait a second. Yeah. I'm just looking if there's something better here. I don't know. This seems reasonable. Yeah, but then yeah, okay. Yeah, I didn't calculate this. For some reason, I thought that would work out for me. So after this, I wonder if we had anything. Hello, Case Money. You missed me setting a new personal best, 2106. I may not actually have anything here. It seemed like it would be good. Maybe rook g1. Possibly rook g1 here. Yeah, maybe rook g1. Yeah, I mean, I have a choice here. And then, yeah, this was all mostly played fine. Yeah, that was such a mistake here. I didn't see, I just, yeah, that was a blunder. I guess I should have played knight c6. Knight c6, rook e8. Come here, and it's a little, we got a little bit of play. And yeah, he dropped his rook, which gave me a chance. And then I made a little bit of mistakes here. I dropped the pawn. And he had that, unfortunately. I really thought I was going to win that d6 pawn. Yeah, here I could have just taken on a6. Like, that was not good. But, you know, it was a time scramble. And then this, I think, I don't know. I think this may be a draw with perfect play. I'm not sure. I think it would be a draw, but I'm not sure. Okay, let's look at that with a computer. And let me open up CPT. Wow. Can't be set. I can't believe I set a new personal best, man. First game back. So that means I won't play Blitz for another 3 weeks? Oh, man. Classical Sicilian. Yeah, he played e5. Yeah, so I was correct that this was strange, and I think I did. I'm not sure if I capitalized on that. So e5. Yeah, so is that even in the database? It is barely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8's main. And it's so rare that, well, I'm going to run it deeper with the computer because with Stockfish, because I hadn't run this for quite a long time. Just give me a second here. 48. Yeah, so my notes in my repertoire say, wow, interesting. I thought transposing into the Sveshnikov would be preferred, but Stockfish is definitely loving bishop takes f6 here by a mile for the positional shithole black puts himself in. That's what I wrote. So yeah, so I mean, it's not bad to play, or is it? Well, it actually does classify that as a mistake, and it's just because it's not that it's a bad move. It's that bishop takes is just so much better. Has an 86% win rate. It's only 14 games, but yeah, so e5 is just not a good move here. Yeah, so I mean, this does transpose, as I said, but bishop takes f6 is just winning. Yeah, so if queen takes, then knight b. Yeah, that's what I thought. Is this what I thought in my post analysis? Yeah, I thought maybe I could just take. If queen takes knight b5, and I thought we just win a tempo here. Because if the queen comes back, actually we have knight d5 too, and we're just completely winning. So he would actually have to take with the g pawn, and then it's saying knight f5. I mean, if he takes, we've got the light squares covered, and and he's got a tall pawn. Well, I guess he could go to a6, but not very good for black here. So I should have just taken. That would have been much better. Okay. Yeah, that's an easy mistake to make in Blitz. Yeah, we just... Oh, why did I think this was... okay, maybe this just hasn't updated, but I thought this is still a Kalashnikov. It feels like a Kalashnikov to me. Yeah, this just... Well, it just doesn't... Let me see if we get that same position. Or is it? Is there not is there not pawn on d6 usually? No, there is though. Hang on. Like if you, well, no. Maybe it's not Kalishnikov. Kalishnikov, hang on. I'm trying to think how we can get that. Kalishnikov, I think maybe it doesn't have a knight on f6 somehow. I'm gonna try to kill this. Oh, kill this little bug, but I don't see it anymore. I'm trying to see how can we get that Kalishnikov position. Anyone in the chat? Sorry, the bugs are flying around here. Maybe here and then e5 here. I mean, maybe the Kalishnikov is really just knight c6, and it's not a pawn on d6. I know this is the Lowenthal, but maybe it's a deviation of the Lowenthal, the Kalishnikov. But I don't. Oh yeah. So it is. So the tree goes basically. I think it goes Lowenthal then Kalishnikov, because now black can play knight f6 and we can get into that position we had before, bishop g5, and a6, this is the same position we had before. But now black would usually play b5 to go into the Sveshnikov. But essentially, in the position of the game we had, he had bishop e7, I believe. Was it? No, it wasn't. What did he? What was the difference? Well, the difference was I didn't place the knights over there, right? Well, let's see. What is the... This is what happened in the game, and then the line I looked at, I'm trying to find it. Oh, the line I looked at? Well, I'm not sure if that's the right one. Was it this? It was here. So there's this, and then this is what happened in the game. This is what happened in the game was this. So it's the same position, no? We had this, and then the line I looked at was this. It's the same position. Yeah, so if we rewind a bit, but if black does it from this move order, it's much better to just take on f6 evaluation wise. Much better. So it's really a move order issue that black had here. So yeah, we arrived in the same position. Yeah, we arrived in the same position. And here, I actually think I made a big mistake. I think I should have played knight c4, because I think that's my repertoire move. I'll have to check that later as well. Okay, but let's just move forward. Well, I guess we don't have to move that much forward. So bishop e6. I played c3. I should have played knight c4. I totally forgot about knight c4. I guess I was rattled it being a blitz game. Knight c4, we can hit b6. But c3 was okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure which way to take here. It says we can take with a queen. I was a bit worried about knight e7, and I thought if we took here, I thought there was rook b8, but then I guess we're okay here after we take a second pawn, and computer likes this. Okay. So I would have preferred the queen. H4. It likes H4. Best move. Nice. Likes H5. Best move. Okay. It doesn't like H6 though. It actually wants G4 here. Just go all in. I don't know. I kind of wanted. Okay. I guess. It seemed dangerous to me though, but it likes. trying to kill that bug. It likes g4 here, or queen f3. It really doesn't like that pawn there. Okay, it hates knight g4. Just simply because of knight b6 or pretty much anything. The only move here it likes is a4. That's the only move the computer likes. Because now after knight b6 we can't play a4 anymore. And the knight is actually quite good here. Knight b6. No. Yeah, it doesn't like g3. This was just a blitz move. I was down to 2 minutes here. Computer suggesting. Well, it says that black is just much better here, but yeah, it doesn't like b3 or g3 very much. But yeah, I was trying to play quicker here now because I was in time trouble. Well, starting to get into time trouble. Yeah, so it doesn't like my moves here that much. Yeah, so a4. I felt a4 was a bad move. It's suggesting king f1, which is a crazy move, or c4. Yeah, and it really hates knight c2. It's saying knight g4. It's giving this -10 for black. So I feel a little bit bad that I won the game, but it is a blitz game. Yeah, this is like just completely losing for white. From this point on, I was never winning the game. I was never ahead in the game. I was just completely losing. And there was apparently nothing here for me. Just completely and utterly losing. Not even close to a draw. I mean, -7. Just even after I took the rook, I thought, well, in a blitz game, I thought, like, once I took the rook, I thought I had really good chances of drawing here, if not winning. But I didn't think it would be -6, even in a longer time control. I thought maybe, I don't know, because 2 rooks are pretty decent. But no, it's like it's -6, and still completely losing until black played king d5, dropping another piece. And now black is still winning, apparently. Here, like, I thought, like, I mean, I don't know. It seems like white has good chances of a draw. And I guess the evaluation kind of supports that. But it's giving up -1 now, -1.5. Computer suggesting rook b4. I don't even see that. That looks decent. And here I could have just taken the pawn, but I didn't. And black has the edge again. Again, I could have just taken the pawn, but I was panicking. This was a mistake apparently because of rook a2 check is apparently good. Oh yeah, rook a2. My king has to go down, otherwise I'm getting forked here. So that's kind of a cute move. It puts me in the back rank. And now this is a draw. It's a table-based draw actually. But I was up 10 seconds on the clock, so it's very easy for white to make moves here. He should have, well, I think he could have played this a little bit better than he did. But yeah, then I flagged him. So, yeah. So for me, the takeaway from that game was all about the opening here. Yeah, so we transposed into a Kalishnikov. But with this move order of e5 here, this move order is terrible, the computer says, because we can just take... Sorry, wait, hang on. Why did my Stockfish stop calculating here? There we go. Yeah, it's not even close. Bishop takes f6 is clearly the best move according to the computer. So with this move order, yeah, bishop takes is just completely winning. And I think it likes knight f5 here. Yeah, it likes knight f5. And what does black do? If it comes to bishop e7, computer suggesting knight d5 or knight e3. I mean, it's just such a better position for white. And then, but the other thing to learn is, since we did transpose into a Kalashnikov, I think in this position, my repertoire move is knight c4, because we're threatening d6. We're threatening d6 here. So I think if white castles, we can take, and then we win d6. Although I think we actually don't want to take. I can't remember if we want to take that pawn. Well, computer says we do, but we don't want to take it with the knight. Why is that? Bishop e6. Oh, bishop e6 is apparently equalizing for black. Here, I think we. Well, actually, I'm surprised why this is. What's wrong with this? Mini moves apparently. Queen e7. Oh, and then we have nowhere to go, because if we go here, we're going to get pinned. And if we go back to knight c4, this is supposed to be equal, even though we're up a pawn, because black is much better developed. He's castled and has 3 pieces developed. Yeah, so you have to take with the queen, apparently. And now now white is up a pawn and is close to equalizing in development. So knight c4 is I think my repertoire move. Bishop takes is fine, but just I should have remembered my repertoire move there, knight c4. I think it's slightly better. And if black plays bishop e6 here, I guess we still take, and we can and now we can take on d6 with the knight, apparently, because black hasn't castled. That's part of the reason, I think. Oh, sorry, yeah, he hasn't castled, so he's in check. Yeah, so that's why. That's a bishop e6. So knight c4 first, improving the a3 knight is what I should have played. So those are the 2 things I came away from that game. Just once again, in this move order by black, which is very rare to play e5 here, knight db5 is very tempting, but it's actually much better to just take on f6. And in this position, I'm pretty sure it's a Kalashnikov, which you can get from a lot of different transpositions. And this position actually happens a lot, bishop e7. Knight c4 is I'm quite certain that's my repertoire move. It's just a little bit more accurate than taking on f6 first. Yeah, because as happened in the game. And the other thing too is I actually followed up with knight d5, which in a blitz game is so natural, but still knight c4. So I guess a way I should remember it quicker in the future is, if it's not the Sveshnikov, when there's a pawn on b5, when there's a pawn on b5, the knight will reroute. You're going to play c3 and then knight c3, and you're going to reroute to like e3. But if it's if the pawn's on e5 and you're in a Kalashnikov type position, usually you reroute the knight via knight c4. Then you're hitting these key squares right away, and you can always abandon ship by going to knight e3. So I should have remembered those a few things, but I'm a bit rusty. I haven't been playing much chess. Whew. Wow, new personal best. Let's see if the graph is updated. I think it did. Yeah. it did. So this is the 1 month graph. The 3 month graph. Ooh, that's pretty. 6 month graph. Oh, that's very beautiful too, I gotta say. That's pretty. So 6 months ago I was 1914. Wow. I gained almost 200 points in 6 months from 19. That doesn't seem right. I wasn't 1900 in August, was I? I went from 1900 to 2100. I don't believe that. That must have been a temporary setback. Let's see. 1 year. Yeah, that was like a low point. But okay, so 1 year ago I was 2005. So I gained 101 points in 1 year. I'm happy with that. If I do half that in the next year, I'll be happy. I would be 2156 if I just did half that in the next year. 2156 Blitz. Yeah, I would certainly be happy about that. And then all time. So let's see. 2 years ago, I was, what is the date today? The 4th. 2 years ago, I was 1812. Wow, 300 points in 2 years. From 1800 to 2100 in 2 years. Yeah, it's pretty good.